Welcome everybody back to the Flying Doghouse. We're going to take a look today at the DH-82 de Havilland Tiger Moth from Ant. It's available in the marketplace. It's been there a minute. It's a fun bird. We're going to jump over to RAF Debden, and then we'll have a fly over to Duxford. So we'll take a look at the externals and some of the features included with the aircraft. And I'll leave a few of those for you to explore on your own. But great fun. So let's jump in the cockpit. Jump over here into the sim. Take a look at this thing. All right, here we are. Good old RAF Debden. So this is an interwar trainer. Lots of attention to detail here. And this is a mixture of metal and also fabric. Although one of the things that I will say in all candor is I do think that the fabric texturing could be a bit better. But anyway, I am nitpicking. This is an outstanding aircraft. So there are a number of unique features here. I guess one of the things that I would point out to you that would be important for your experience is set up your own custom external cameras. Some of the cameras that are available with the aircraft as it's configured let you do some things in terms of opening and closing covers and hatches, and also actually running through the prop. So at any rate, just be aware of that as we continue to do our walk around here. Jump in the cockpit here for just a second. So there are a number of unique things here. One, let me and I'm not going to use head tracking. I'm just going to use the mouse and the keyboard to do this. Magneto switches are located on the outside of the aircraft here. So those will need to be on when you do your start. And you have a variety of different choices in terms of how complicated or difficult do you want to make the startup process in terms of the realism that's available at any rate with the sim. And that's controlled by the tablet. So there are a number of different menu choices here. So menu at the top, scroll through. Comms, if you need those, can be turned on. Autopilot can be turned on and off with the tablet. Lots of different realism settings here available for you to explore. You show and hide a number of different covers and engine doors opening and shut. It will show you their status. Anyway, there's been a lot of effort put into this airplane. The internal textures are marvelous. The wood grain looks good. Anyway, including that tablet is a nice touch. I'm going to close the tablet here. I think the sim is frozen. Yeah, there we go. All right, so got that shut. So the GPS that I mentioned is also available here too, right? It's just basic GPS functionality. You've seen this before. So if you want to do a direct to, turn on the map, all those fun things are available as well. And you can put the tablet back by clicking on the floorboard. All right, so there you go. So good quick overview here. Let's jump outside the aircraft, and we'll walk our way through the custom camera views here too. So get ourselves centered back up in the cockpit. So Control 2, no surprise there. Control 3 gives you access to this luggage door, which does open and close. I'll thought that's cool. Control 4 will take you to the engine cowling, and you can open the engine door here too. And there's some maintenance things that you can do on the inside here. Shows you status of things in the engine compartment. And I'm going to click on this latch to reclose that engine cover. Control 5 takes us to the front of the airplane where we can mouse over and then pull the prop through to do our engine start. Control 6 to get to this side of the aircraft with the other engine door. Control 7 with an offset view here from the cockpit. Control 8, again, this is pilot left. Control 9 kind of backs off a little bit, but at any rate, probably going to want to tweak those to taste. So take advantage of Alt 1 through Alt 0. All right, so what we're going to do today, we're not going to do a cold and dark. We're just going to cheat. We're going to do a Control E here. Get this thing going. The parking brake actually just puts in place chocks. If I pop outside the aircraft here, notice that the chocks appear and disappear as I use that hardware control. As far as flying the plane, it's very, very stable. It's not even all that tricky as a tail dragger to get off the ground. So I think you'll enjoy flying it. It is slow, but it's also quite fun. So depending on what you're up to in the sim, we'll have some opportunities to use this bird as well on our Warbird Wednesdays, mix it in with some other things. But again, this is an interwar aircraft, right? So at any rate, we'll jump outside here, get ourselves behind the plane, and let's go ahead and taxi over to the runway. And if you haven't downloaded this airfield off of Flightsim.to, I encourage you, if you enjoy this period of history. This is RAF Debden, published by Two Dogs Designs. It's available for free over on Flightsim.to. And we're going to make our way over to the Duxford. And there's also a lovely add-in for Duxford that's also available for free over on Flightsim.to. And I'll put links in the description below in the video. And if you're enjoying what we're doing here on the channel, please give us a like and a subscribe and a share, because that's going to help us out as we march toward our goal of 1,000 subs. Love to have you along for what we're doing here in the sim, and we'll do some new and fun things when we get across the boundary into 2024. All right, so let's go ahead and start our takeoff run here. Again, not a whole lot of surprise. If you get to about 37 knots, it sort of stabilizes out. And we'll pretty much come off the runway by itself. All right, back in. And we've got a short flight over to Duxford. It's not far at all. But this is a little bit noisy. Anyway, very, very, very stable. So there are a number of placards inside the aircraft that you can turn on and off. I'll just mouse over those quickly so you can see those. And as always, with any of these videos, you're going to make mistakes. I forgot to lock the doors. Mistakes will be made. At any rate, we're about 6 nautical miles out now from Debden. Excuse me, Duxford. We're probably equidistant now. "139 knots is maximum rated speed, and I guess you might be able to get to that in a dive. Stall speed is 40. And again, there are really no surprises in terms of how this aircraft handles. It really doesn't bounce around as much as I would have anticipated. I think the Curtis Jenny is a little bit more twitchy. At any rate, this particular aircraft is another one of those, I think, hidden gems, and that's why I pulled it out of the box. And it may still be on offer, I'm not sure. Pick it up for a little bit of a price reduction. You also have some control over your instrumentation in the cockpit too. Where you can change your altimeter and how it appears. Oops. Accidentally hit the flaps lever. Alright, we're continuing to make our way across here. Almost to Duxford. Let's jump outside the airplane. And based on wind condition today, I'm going to make a turn here and go downwind. And we'll come back on the throttle here a little bit. We're getting ourselves slowed down for our landing circuit. Wind is moving us around a little bit right now. A little bit of a quartering tailwind here. Alright. Get over here beyond this this road. Animated traffic, and we'll start thinking about making our turn to the base. And then we'll burn off a little altitude here as well. Get our speed down a little more. Again, really no surprises in handling. Alright, there we go. But as I mentioned, the this particular version of Duxford is available over on Flightsim.to for download. So it does include the aircraft museums and some static aircraft on the ground and some other fun things. If you enjoy flying in the UK and you enjoy older aircraft, this is a perfect location to have a fly to from. Alright, we are making our way over here towards our final. Just moseying right along. Jump back in the plane here. And I like to put my head sort of out the side window here. Give myself at least a little bit better view of what's going on. I'll stick my head out a little further here. Hope I got my helmet and goggles today. Alright. Make ourselves a nice gentle approach, no hurry. We want to set this down on the main gear. And we can be gentle on the brakes. Down below 40, we can start gently applying some back pressure and put the tail on the ground here. All right, we'll jump back outside here and quickly finish our taxi. We'll go across the grass runway here at Duxford. Excuse me. And here's some of the static aircraft that I was mentioning. Lots of visual variety here. All right, so is it sim-worthy? Absolutely. Room for improvement? Yep. Again, this is an older aircraft, so I'm not really expecting any updates. Maybe they'll take a peek at this for 2024. As far as flight characteristics are concerned, it's It's a lot of fun. Of course, I've never flown a real Tiger Moth, so I can't say how close it is to the original, but I will say that this modeled version of the aircraft is well done and can give it a recommend. Thanks for being here with us today on the Doghouse. Please like and subscribe, share. Until next time, hope everybody is keeping well. Cheers, y'all.